Continuing to catch up with some of our position coaches, I've got defensive line coach Marcus Dixon alongside me. Finished your first season here in Minnesota with the Vikings. How would you describe your first year?
I thought it was pretty awesome. Getting to coach with these guys, coming to join a culture that KO's curating, being around the players, to me it's a blessing. I have to pinch myself just telling my son the D-line coach in the NFL, but the icing's on the cake is to be with the Vikings. It's a truly special place to be.
When did you know, as a former player yourself, that you wanted to coach?
It was 2015. I always knew I wanted to coach, to go back, but the NFL part of it started when I did the Bill Walsh internship with the Dallas Cowboys. So I just retired, and I went down there and did it from March to like the last week of training camp. So I was like, yes, this is what I want to do.
You got bit by the bug, huh?
Yes, I enjoyed it, the hours. It's just being around football and being able to still be engaged with the guys and just, again, football is an amazing sport. It's contagious. You want to be around it. It's a lot of energy that comes with it. So that's when it started.
You spoke about the culture and the feel here. For those of us not in the room with you guys, in the locker room, for fans' perspectives, how can you describe that culture and what makes this place different?
It starts with the guys just being connected, really loving one another, wanting to compete against one another, but wanting everybody to be the best version of themselves. And that's from coaches to players, players to coaches, coaches to coaches. And it's all set from the GM, the owners down to the GM to KO that's leading us as a staff. And then we kind of make that go to the players, but then they're the ones that make it come to life.
Yeah.
And it's just really cool to see when guys make plays.
And he's swallowed up. Jalen Redmond having another big game.
And then when there's hard times and how they stay together and stay connected, that's the culture here.
How do you leverage your playing experience in your coaching style?
To me, is like I try to, one, kind of coach through experience, things I may have seen within the trenches, techniques I might have that feel like it helped me, but at the same time, understanding like players are different. You know, everybody learns different ways. So being able to be around in the locker room through my playing days, you see how some guys are walk-through guys, some guys are classroom guys, some guys that take a few reps from to get it. And every day we're all growing and trying to get better.
So would you describe your style as more adaptable and you're not like specifically one thing, it would be more player?
Definitely, no question. Definitely adaptable. I mean, there's non-negotiables, of course, but you got to be adaptable, and it's an imperfect game. And there's things that's always changing within the game. So you have to be able to adjust and be able to adapt, if you will.
Your position was a point of emphasis this offseason to build up. Jonathan Allen, Javon Hargrave. I see you already smiling. What about those two names, those two veterans, excites you for this season?
I mean, those guys are just freaking awesome. I mean, their play on the field speaks for itself, but adding them to the room, the dialogue they've been having amongst each other, amongst the players in the room, how they've been like really engaging with the young guys, how they're picking up the scheme, asking the right questions, and then their work ethic. It shows why they're one of the best. They're both one of the best in the NFL, and we're blessed and truly honored to have those guys here.
How do you think their style of play will complement guys like Harrison Phillips, more the veterans in the room?
With those guys being attack scheme, which is something we do on defense, we're an attack defense. They bring the knowledge to it, and then being able to pass rush on the inside. So we got those monsters on the outside. Now we have the guys on the inside that can truly push the pocket from inside and having the big body presence to have good contact balance. So they really help a lot within this defensive scheme. And then for the team, period. They're amazing guys.
Yeah, I mean, you've got Ty, a draft pick. That must have been kind of cool to watch, like your position come off the board and you're like, yes, I've got this new kid. I can watch it from start to finish. So what was it about him that made you guys want to target someone like that?
Because he can do so much. Mm-hmm. He has position flexibility. There's places you can put him at. You can put him on different matchups. He can play standing up. He can put his hand in the dirt, and he's smart. That's one key thing. And he understands how to play technique inside the trenches. He can play inside as a 3 technique. He's just a special player. And it's just good he's coming into a room like this with a Jonathan Allen, a Harrison Phillips, a Hargrave. And then you got the young guys that made the team last year as rookies. They can kind of pour into them as well.
You're stacked, it feels like now.
Oh, man, it's blessed. I'm blessed to be
If you could tell Vikings fans one thing about your room to be excited about for this year, why should they be excited about the defensive line? What would it be?
That group is a family. They truly love each other. They joke with each other, but when it comes time to go between the white lines, it's all work. It's all work. So this is something to be excited for.